Hi from Epcot. So we are at Epcot on a very dreary and not even overcast. It is pouring down rain. Currently right now, actually, so probably gonna open this up in just a second. But we're here to go to Food and Wine for the very final time before it concludes in about a week or two.
And turns into the festival of the holidays.
We just want to get some food, maybe some drinks, and then hopefully in about 15 minutes actually get a return time or a virtual return, I suppose, for Remy's Ratatouille Adventure because you haven't done it yet.
I know. I had the annual pass holder preview, but something came up that day, so I didn't get to go. So this should be my first time, hopefully.
Hopefully. So there's a 7 a.m. virtual return drop and then a 1 p.m. virtual return drop. We're going to try for the 1 o'clock one and see if we have more success for this one as opposed to Rise of the Resistance over at Hollywood Studios. We'll see. There goes the monorail. So we also want to potentially ride Spaceship Earth, depending on if we get a return for Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. We might have to hang out for a little bit until our time. So we'll see. We could do Spaceship Earth and Living with the Land, maybe Figment for the first time in a little while, right? But now we are taking some pictures in front of Spaceship Earth because it's been a little while since we've taken a little photo shoot here. All right, so we just took our pictures in front of Spaceship Earth. It's a little bit crowded over here because of the rain. I think those pictures turned out pretty good, but now we're gonna head inside Gateway Gifts because it's a little bit hard to tell. But I have 4 individual gift cards here on my wrist from previous festivals, and I think I want to try to combine them all into one. So heading inside Gateway Gifts and then hopefully getting a return for Remy's Ratatouille Adventure.
Yeah, we're getting close.
Okay, so I could not combine them all together, but I at least checked the remaining balances on all of them. So this one from Festival of the Arts, I think? No, Flower and Garden. That one has about $60 on it.
That's the Festival of the Arts.
Right. This one's Festival of the Arts. This one has a $0 balance, so I can't print that one. Then the next one from Food and Wine, that one has $23 on it. And then the final one has about $30 on it. So
you got a good allotment.
Right, so I have a good amount of money, I guess, left to
Don't lose your gift cards, people.
Splurge on the festival. I don't lose them. I put one in my backpack, or one goes in my center console in the car. Yeah. One goes on my nightstand. So just combining them all together. I don't know. It's a little bit of a surprise, right? Yeah. But we have less than 5 minutes to get a return or try to get a virtual for Remy's. So let's find a spot and see if we can do it. Okay. So we have about 5 more seconds until it turns 1 o'clock, and then I can hit refresh, join virtual queue, and done.
What did we get?
Did I do it?
What did we get?
Boarding group 107. Okay, so we have an estimated wait of 270 minutes.
Okay.
Which is...
That's like plenty of time to just kind of do our thing around the showcase and then end up in France.
That's about 5 hours from now.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mathed wrong.
So they're boarding around group 40 right now, and we're 107. So we'll see. Honestly, if it moves quickly, the park really only opened a few hours ago.
And
comparatively,
like
because
really
Epcot opens up a little bit later than the rest of the other parks. Okay, we'll see. At least we did it. We got a virtual return for Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, which is always a little anxiety-inducing to do this. I'm glad that Rise of the Resistance went to standby. So they'll probably do this for a little bit and then probably move over to standby as well, if I had to guess. So with about 4.5 hours to kill, we're going to kind of casually enjoy our time around the World Showcase and Future World. Probably definitely hop on a few rides. I think we're heading inside Club Cool, potentially over here, maybe the Creation Shop, because Brennan, you didn't go into the Creation Shop last time.
No, and I'm looking at it, there's no line for Club Cool right now.
Okay, so we're inside Club Cool right now. It is very quiet, and there was no line whatsoever. We have all of these flavors to enjoy, and we're also at the very end, which I really wanted to be at the end. It's kind of the most, I don't know, like the least cramped space, I think, compared to the other stations. I do miss, I think I mentioned this last time, like the circular stations.
Yeah.
There's a little bit more room there compared to this. But at least we have Club Cool again. Are you checking yourself out, making sure you're not too rained on right now?
No. I'm just trying to take my mask off her face.
Brennan's wearing a hat. She doesn't usually wear hats, but she's doing it today.
I don't know how to operate a hat.
So something that I totally forgot about is combining flavors, because we used to do that at Old Club Cool all the time. By the way, this one is much sweeter and a lot better this time than previously. This one's very, very good, as well as this one is pretty consistently good.
I combined this one with this one. So good.
I want to try to combine this one and then this one now. So many possibilities.
So to give you an idea of what this tastes like, because it's like a hot topic, the Gatorade that is the cucumber and lime Gatorade flavor, that's what this is, but carbonated. Some people, it's very polarizing. Hate it or they love it.
I love it. So this is fantastic to me. Okay,
This
we're
still
gonna.
tastes like sweet barbecue sauce.
It does, so not my favorite. We're gonna go ahead and try a few more of these, and then go get some food. It's pretty cool compared to what it looked like just a few weeks ago when this was insanely popular, and I'm sure it would have been if it wasn't so rainy today, which has me really hoping that our wait time for Remy's is not going to be that bad. Hopefully it's not going to be 4.5 hours. And now we're heading into the creation shop, which again Brennan didn't really have a chance to go into the last time that we came, but now we're getting to check it out together for the first time. So Corp is pretty much right over there on the other side of that wall, and we're checking out a lot of the vintage merchandise that they have here. Vintage, more like throwback merchandise.
I think you'd like that one.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I really like this one, like an old postcard sort of a shirt. I don't know. I really enjoy what they've been doing with the merchandise recently. Okay, so we've been walking around a little bit to see what other sorts of merchandise that they have here. I found this fun phone case. I've been thinking about getting a new phone case. I do love my Country Bear phone case, but then I also love Sorcerer Mickey's, my favorite iteration of Mickey Mouse. And it's also 3D and then transparent, but I may have to go to D-Tech just to see the other options that I have over there. And then also Brennan saw this right here. It's like a little shirt, and it has the little dog pattern on there for Arlo. So that'd be really cute and adorable to see him in that, but I think we're probably going to be heading out here in just a little bit to maybe go back and ride Spaceship Earth. Okay, so off we go, heading back to Spaceship Earth just to go ahead and do that because Brennan hasn't got to do it in a little while, right?
We haven't really done any rides here in a while.
Not much visible progress on Guardians of the Galaxy over here, but I'm sure that a lot is going on the inside of it. I am very excited to get to do this at some point, hopefully in the next year or 2 years, maybe, depending on if they kind of abide by their schedule. All right, we're in line for Spaceship Earth, which looks like it's pretty much a walk-on. There's a tiny little bit of a line sticking out outside, but probably gonna get inside within about 5 minutes or so. I'm still curious about the timeline of Spaceship Earth and when they're going to be closing this for a refurbishment, because they were supposed to do that a couple of years ago, and then they ended up not doing that. So I'm sure that they still have plans to update it and improve it, but it's a matter of when, and will they give any sort of a warning? Okay, we rode Spaceship Earth and had a pretty good time, right?
Yeah, I haven't done that in a while.
You were saying that it felt like an old Epcot date night, right?
Yeah.
You missed those?
I do.
And of course it's pouring down rain as soon as we step outside, so hopefully this does not impact the food and wine food booths. It might, but I think that they generally just move the computers inside the booths and continue to serve the food, unless it's like really pouring down rain. Okay, so heading over towards Figment, because I think we're gonna go and hop in line for that. That's another ride that we haven't done in a while. And then I checked out the app, and Remy's is currently closed, which is unfortunate because the boarding groups have not moved in the past hour or so since we got a return. So we'll see if we do Remy's today.
Aww.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's kind of lame.
Remy's Ratatouille Adventure is also one of the rides that has the a la carte premium lightning lane option, so that might be what's slowing the ride down a little bit. I keep forgetting about Genie Plus and lightning lane just being the fast pass alternative.
That wouldn't close the ride.
No, I know, but in terms of just like anticipating that the boarding groups would go quickly, like how Rise of the Resistance used to go, is not necessarily the case because you can purchase lightning lane for it. Right now we're just kind of hiding underneath the monorail. Okay, you ready to make it to Figment way over there?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. Okay, we made it over to the Imagination Pavilion, which we were going to do this even if it didn't rain. So this sort of works out that it's just pouring down rain right now, but hopefully the rain goes away and subsides by the time that we're out. Okay, we're finally inside where it's dry, but we are definitely drenched right now. Both of our shoes are completely soaked. It looks like a lot of other people have the same idea to get inside, but thankfully this line moves pretty quickly. Okay, so that only took a few minutes. So we should be in the next group to ride Journey into Imagination here at the Imagination Institute. How exciting.
Imagination is a blast! Imagination, imagination. A dream can be a dream come true. With just that part from me and you,
Of inspiration is at the heart of creation.
Okay, so we're all done riding Figment, and now here we are in ImageWorks, which is a fun little place to play, especially when it starts to rain. There are a few vacant meet and greet areas over here, which is a little bit sad though. This is the link to the internet that Wreck-It Ralph and Vanellope came out of when they met right over there. And then this is where Joy moved right over here to meet when Interventions closed a while ago. Also, checking out the app, it's been about an hour and a half since we got a return time, and now it says it's not boarding still with an estimated return of 250 minutes, so I don't think we're gonna be able to do Remy's today. And thankfully it has stopped raining. We're outside now, and I can smell some food and wine booth smells, which is a very good sign. I'm getting pretty hungry. Are you hungry?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, let's get some food.
I gotta try this cowboy mac and cheese that everyone's raving about.
Do we have to go all the way back over on the other side of...
Yeah.
I gotta get used to the new name of it now. The Creation Shop.
Yeah.
So this is the entrance into the World Showcase. This is the new side entrance into the Creation Shop, and we are heading on the other side of this building for the little mac and cheese booth, so Brenna can get her cowboy mac and cheese.
It's not something that I would get myself, which is weird, but I need to see what the hype is about.
It's really good to see the monorail running in Epcot. Again, this is the other side of the Creation Shop, which last time we were over here there was a big wall, which we couldn't go past, but this is where the lobster landing is, and then the mac and eats booth, which is where Brennan is in line right now. Okay, so Brennan got her mac and cheese, her cowboy mac and cheese. We're currently standing underneath the tree, which is dripping on us.
Yeah, it's cold.
So this comes with smoked pork belly, brisket burnt ends, pickled peppers, and onion straws.
All right, let's see what the hype is about. That's very good.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you hyped?
I was expecting to be a little bit more hyped.
Is it spicy? Is it savory?
It's got a bite to it, but like in a pleasant way.
Okay.
But I definitely understand why this is a big hit. It's very tasty, and I would get this again.
It's about $6, so it seems
Yeah.
like a pretty hearty portion
You would love this.
for that price. Oh, I'll have some. Okay, so I had your cowboy mac and cheese, and it was phenomenal.
So I take back what I said about it. I'm very hyped for the cowboy mac.
It was really good.
It just like that first bite was great, but it kept getting better and better and better with every bite. I'm getting that again if it comes back next year.
Kind of want to go back and get my own, honestly, but there's a lot of other food that I want to try. Okay, so we actually came over to the other side of Future World, even though I don't know if it's called Future World anymore. I think it's split up into the neighborhoods now. So I guess we're over in World Nature right now. Okay, so what I think I'm going to try, should I do the Impossible Burger Slide or the Impossible 3-Bean Chili?
Chili.
I'm going to get some chili.
And I'm happy we went this way because I forgot we still haven't gone to the Noodle Booth yet.
The Art of the Noodle?
The Noodle Booth.
I don't remember what it's called.
I don't know. I'm gonna eat some noodles.
And here it is, the Impossible 3-Bean Chili. Look at how delicious that is. And then Vernon, what'd you get over here?
The spiced apple chai tea.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah, I got this one last time. So this is the thing, you can add whiskey to it. I didn't, but I'm sure it would be really good with whiskey too.
Okay, got some beans in there, some Fritos, some sour cream, some green onions, it looks like. And that tastes like chili. That's a really good portion too, for what it costs.
And it's really good on a day like today.
Yeah, that may have been like, what, because I've been looking at this every time we pass by it. And I don't know, just like on a hot day, chili just does not seem like the most appetizing.
That's the lesson I learned when I got the lobster bisque.
But today, it's great. Okay, so after this, we are still heading over to the Noodle Exchange, right?
Noodle Booth.
The Noodle Booth. And we're gonna see what we can enjoy over there. And, oh no, my exposure is so high, I'm so embarrassed. There we go. Okay, it's starting to rain again.
Yeah.
And also, it looks like Remy's Ratatouille Adventure opened back up.
Oh.
So there's a chance, a possible chance, that they could just expeditedly get through their groups. Then maybe we could ride it? But we'll see. And my chili is now getting rained on. Okay, so it started pouring down rain again. So we moved under an umbrella, and then Brennan went over to get some food from the Noodle Exchange.
Soup.
What'd you get?
I got the pork sweet udon.
Okay.
I forgot what it was called.
With some noodles and eggs and mushrooms in there.
Looks
That looks
good.
pretty good. We're standing in the rain for a little while for this.
Yeah, it lightened up, so that was nice.
I'm curious of Brent's approach right now to eat this. Not interested in sitting in the wet seat? Nope. At least we have cover now, though, underneath this umbrella, which is nice. This is just something to witness right now. You proud of yourself? Okay, so this is the Noodle Exchange. Brennan got this char sweet pork udon over here, and now we are going to head towards Mexico, I believe. But what's also sort of funny except for this, myself and Brendan being separated by this planter. Straight ahead, that is the Belgium booth. So there is a Belgium booth at Epcot this year for the Food and Wine Festival. Okay, so we're gonna come back to Belgium, I believe. So we're heading over to Mexico right now. It's still drizzling a little bit. It keeps stopping and starting kind of inconsistently. So that's just the day that today is, I suppose.
Yeah, but this is gonna keep the crowds away, so I'm kind of hoping that's what's gonna happen here soon.
We never got anything Hawaii this year, which is pretty surprising because usually Brendan gets the Spam hash or the tuna poke.
Which is still good, but everything's been the same, so I think we took this year to try all the new stuff.
Yeah, and there's a few things that I definitely still want to try, if I could remember which ones that I wanted to try. This was one of the new booths this year, this swanky saucy swine booth, and I did get this roasted porchetta with the salsa verde on it. I don't think really anything else is calling our names this year, and I think Brennan wanted to go get in line for Mexico. Okay, so what'd you get there, Brennan?
They got me another big portion
Look at
of the bread pudding.
That looks incredible.
Yeah.
That looks like a sponge.
They've been generous all year with this.
Take a bite.
It's so warm.
Do it. Does that feel good in the rain?
Everything we've gotten today has just been so comforting.
So the idea is to slowly make our way over to France to see if potentially, maybe by the time we get there, they will have really sped up on the recalls for the virtual line.
I highly doubt it, but we wanted to go around the showcase anyway, so it's not like it's a big loss.
True, and we could just stay here until we're called, inevitably, hopefully, but it will take hours, and then you have to wait in line for an hour or two once your time is called, and we were trying to have a quick day-to-day to Epcot, just a nice little afternoon date. Okay, so now it's my turn to get some food. I'm not really sure where I want to stop, but once we get there, we will stop there.
Have we stopped at China at all this year?
I don't know. Have we?
I don't know.
Okay, so we have stopped here this festival, I'm pretty sure. I think we're gonna go ahead and pass on it and maybe head somewhere that we haven't gone to, or get something from somewhere that we have gone to that we need to still get from that place. What? Okay, so we're passing by India over here, and then we're gonna come up on Kenya. I think we're good on those booths as well. I definitely think I want to stop at Italy because I know that we haven't gotten anything there.
Yeah, we need to suck it up and just pay for it at least once.
We can split it. Passing by the Alps and Germany. Brennan really likes that raclette Swiss cheese. Do you want to get that again?
I think I want to get it one more time.
Okay.
I know it's a bit much, but...
Might as well. Okay, so that's the Alps booth right behind Brennan, who's just dancing along to the Germany music. And then there's your raclette.
Yeah. I like this because honestly, I really love the cornichon, little...
So that's Swiss cheese, right?
Yeah.
And then a little pickle. And then potatoes and ham?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And then a bun.
A bun, a baguette.
Okay, so I decided to go ahead and get in line over here in Germany to get the wild cherry Schafferhofer Hefeweizen because it was really good. I'm gonna get myself a 12 ounce this time.
It was very tasty.
Splurge a little bit. How was your raclette?
Always so good. Okay, so Roy got this lemon.
It's a lemon beer, so they did
lemon
not
beer.
have the
Cherry.
wild cherry
Yeah.
Hefeweizen. They are out for the remainder of the festival, so they have this as sort of a substitute.
Does this taste like a Hefeweizen?
Well, maybe. It's a pretty reasonable substitute. It's still very sweet and it's very good.
The rain kicked back
But
up.
yeah, it's pouring down rain. I got absolutely drenched just waiting for this. Okay, so we made it to Italy and we took shelter over here by Del Cristallo. I'm not trying to pronounce that, but this is where we're trying to get out of the rain. Brennan tried my beer. Did you like it?
Oh yeah, it's actually really sweet and it has a strong lemon flavor. It's like borderlines a sour almost.
You think so?
I thought it was lovely.
Okay, so we've departed from Italy. I think we're going to try to head over to the American Adventure because I think that there's going to be a little bit more room over there to hopefully get out of the rain because it is pouring now and I keep getting Brennan wet. I'm sorry. Okay, I think we're going to try to head inside the American Adventure just to get out of the rain for a little bit. There's a lot of people standing outside, so hopefully there's some room inside too. Okay, so we head out in the American Adventure area for a little while. I think that it potentially stopped raining. It has not stopped raining. Okay, it got a little quiet for a moment. Oh, it's not as bad as it was. So what I think I want to do is head over to Hops and Barley because I want to get the lobster roll. I don't remember if I've gotten it this festival yet, but I'd like to definitely get it. And there it is, my lobster roll with what I assume is butter right there. So I have actually had this festival. I came with some friends several months ago, and I think I had one of my friends' lobster rolls because I don't think she wanted it. So this was very good from what I remember. It was like at the very beginning of the festival, if I'm not mistaken. But now I have my own lobster roll and it looks yummy. Okay, I'm pouring my butter on here. I think they gave me a pretty good portion
I don't
of this.
ever remember them giving out that much, like just a side of butter.
I mean, no complaints.
It's kind of gross.
That's good. I'll tell you what, I could really go for some chili now. It is cold.
I know.
Okay, so we tried hard, but I think we're gonna go ahead and call it quits today. It is only getting worse and raining harder. And I really wanted to try to ride Remy's Ratatouille Adventure today,
It's
but
just moving way too slow. I don't think it's worth it today.
what I do legitimately enjoy about rainy days at the theme parks is just how it makes it different, honestly, and then how it thins out the crowds, without a doubt. But today it just rained the entire time. Look at this! We are literally wading through a foot of water.
Alright, well,
Oh my god! Well, there you go. And we've made it to France, and they're still not at our boarding group for Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, so we are going to just head out. Maybe next time, right?
next time.
This has definitely been a pretty memorable trip to Epcot, right? Our final trip to the Food and Wine Festival, just getting monsooned and drenched. It was fun though, and I'm pretty happy that I got to end it with the lobster roll. We'll see if the Belgium booth is open over here, but
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if I want to deal with that. So that's the Canadian booth right back there, and then here it is, the Belgium booth, which we didn't know was here, but it is. They have the Belgian waffle with chocolates, and then the Belgian waffle with berry compote.
Okay, so you made it back through the rain with our waffles.
I got a chocolate one and I got a berry one, so I'm gonna have the berry. No, you want the berry, I want the chocolate.
Yeah.
Or do you want the chocolate?
I want the berry.
You wanted the berry?
Yeah.
I'll eat the chocolate. Okay. It's so wet and drenched, but this is gonna be a good dessert to end the festival on.
Yeah.
And I did ask, and they did legitimately just open like a
good.
few weeks ago. Okay, we are on our way out of the park. It is so cold now. We are both drenched.
the umbrella because we got butter all over it.
It wasn't my fault, man. You know how I get food festivals. I just get covered in butter. And here we go, walking through yet another puddle of water. This is like 2 feet deep right here. That is ridiculous.
I gotta keep pulling my pants up down and weighing down my water.
I'm sure that the picture hasn't really looked the best, probably in terms of focus or exposure.
Should've brought the GoPro instead.
Probably. I think that this camera is weather sealed, this lens is, but I don't know, it's probably a little bit fogged up, or it has been at some point throughout the past couple hours. So sorry about that. Well, it's a good thing we got our pictures when we got to the park in front of Spaceship Earth, right? Because this would have been a little bit of a mess to try to get a picture here, but we did it. We made it back to the front of the park. Hooray! So we're gonna go ahead and end the video here as we head back to the parking lot. It is still pouring down rain. I don't know how well it's been showing up on camera, but it is just
Well, and now
torrentially
the wind has
pouring.
picked up too. Like at least before it was just raining. Now it's raining and windy, and like the cold front is coming in.
And we knew that this was coming, and we did try to prepare for it, but I didn't think that it was going to be lasting this long.
Yeah.
But
it was
we
nice earlier when it was intermittent because we could just kind of like get food, go inside, hang out, come
Right?
back, keep walking. But
I was going to say, we still had a great time because we got to ride multiple rides. We got pretty much all of the food, the majority of the food that we wanted to do, or wanted to have one final time, or whatever new food that we ended up getting.
Yeah.
I don't know, it was a great trip to the Food and Wine Festival, with the exception of the rain. And we did.
the buttery umbrella.
Sorry. We did not get to do Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. I checked and we still had about an hour and a half until our estimated return time
Yeah.
window would have been available. And then even then, when you do get in line, it's going to be like about an hour until you actually get to ride. So we'll have to just do that at some point in the future. We'll have to wake up and get a 7 a.m. Virtual return window probably. But I was surprised that we got one at 1 o'clock. So
Yeah.
at least that's good. At least that's an opportunity to do that in the future. But we are heading out. Thanks for hanging out with us on our very final trip to Food and Wine for 2021. We'll see you soon. And then the next festival, the Festival of the Holidays, starts right around the corner. So thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. Have a great day and goodbye.
Bye.